Hello guys. I know this is a surprising video post considering I haven't posted anything in like months, and in my defense, I did make an update video like 2 weeks ago. However, it never made its way to YouTube, so I guess I need to make a new update video. And since I was filming the video for Kickstarter, I figured I might as well just go ahead and make this video now too. Updates about me. I am now officially just over 4 years on T. Congrats to me. I'm about 1.5 years post-op. I joined a gym. I've been working out at the gym for about a month now, when I can get there. I've been doing a lot of traveling for work, and it's been kind of rough the past week or so to get into the gym. I also have been spending a lot of time at the dentist and the doctor. I found a new doctor down here in Dallas who I really like, and so I had to go and set up, you know, the initial physical and everything else like that to get current blood work and whatnot done. But I'll go into my medical stuff towards the end of the video because there's some stuff going on medically that kind of ties in with the 4 years on T, and I kind of want to elaborate on that. So basically, let's start with first things first. School. I'm finishing up my 2 not so fun government classes right now, which have overtaken my life the past 7 weeks, and it's been horrible. Work's good. Girlfriend's good. I'm actually going back to Chicago a week from tomorrow, which would be Friday. So I'm going on the 18th, and I'll be out there until the 29th. My sister's getting married over Memorial Day weekend, and I am in that wedding, so I will be looking all pervy in my tuxedo. I am also getting 5 teeth pulled next week. Yes, I will have teeth left in my mouth. However, I will be 5 short from what is there right now. So that's happening on the 16th, and then I plan to drive to Chicago, which is about a 14-hour drive, on the 18th. And hopefully I'm not in a whole lot of pain on the 18th because I really don't want to have to postpone my departure date. But basically, I'm getting 4 wisdom teeth pulled, I'm getting 1 molar pulled, and then at the beginning of next year, I will be undergoing a 3 to 6 month process of getting an implant put into my mouth, because having a molar missing is probably going to make chewing food a little bit difficult. It's there right now, and it's difficult to chew on the right side of my mouth, so I'm pretty sure with a hole in my mouth, it's going to be that much more difficult to chew. So there's a lot of pain in my future, and if you don't see a video from me for about 2 weeks or so, then that's because I'm in pain and I'm not here to make videos. I'm on vacation enjoying my days with my girlfriend. I think that's all the non-medical things going on with me. My cat is being highly annoying right now in a nudger because I'm sitting on my bed and he thinks it's time to nudge the hell out of me. But on to my medical stuff, right? So I went to a new doctor who, for the first time ever, checked my back for moles or anything else like that. Well, she found 2 moles that she doesn't like, so I had to go this past Monday and have one of them removed, and I now currently have about 5 stitches in my back, and hopefully when I go back on Monday, which will be a week, to get the stitches taken out, that the lab results from this mole removal will also be back, and they will not tell me that I'm dying of some strange form of cancer. But outside of that, my blood work and everything's okay. I apparently have a slightly sluggish thyroid, so I have to get that rechecked, and my existing high blood cell count, red blood cell count, and hemoglobin count is still present. But other than that, I'm healthy as can be. As we all know, when you go to get a physical, you usually end up getting that lovely pap smear exam done as well, so you kind of get them knocked out at the same time. Now, the last pap smear I had, the test came back with nothing, and the doctor said that I would have to redo it, there wasn't enough cells, blah 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 blah. So I told this doctor that when I went in. I said, last pap smear, there was an issue, they couldn't get enough cells, and they had to send it, he wanted to redo it and send it off as some other special test to try and get it done. So we did the pap. When I went in to get the mole removal, I asked about the blood work and the pap and all of that, and she said that the pap smear came back with nothing, there was no cells, there was only blood, so I have to redo the pap. Well, I've on-off been having some issue with minor bleeding, post-sexual activity. I don't think I have it post-jerking off, but I know I definitely have it post-sex. And the amount of blood varies. So I mentioned that to her, and she didn't seem to really figure out why I was having that, because I don't have penetrative sex, and there should really be no reason that I would be having any sort of bleeding after 4 years on T. But after the pap smear came back with just blood cells, she showed me the brush that she uses to collect the cells, which is actually a really soft brush, and basically me being 4 years on T and my uterus being denied estrogen for that long has caused the walls to get so thin that it just tears really easily. So there's a, as my doctor put it, a higher cell turnover rate, and this will, if it continues to stay at this high level, so easy bleeding, turnover rate, that will significantly increase my chances of cervical cancer. So she gave me some trial samples of this estrace, which is basically estrogen gel, which I have to put in my body to help feed those cells, to keep them alive and to keep them from turning over so quickly. And then in 2 months I have to go and get a pap smear redone, so July, she's hoping that that will be enough time for the estrace to take effect and keep those cells good to go. And basically I have to use that every day for the next 2 weeks, and then every Sunday and Wednesday after that until the pap smear, and then I have to continue to use it until I get a hysterectomy. So basically I'm going to get referrals to gynecologists to discuss hysterectomy costs here in Dallas, and hopefully, as long as I can get the financing done, I will have be having it, hopefully, I'm hoping not end of the year, because I don't think I can come up with the money by then, but definitely sometime in the spring, or basically sometime between January and May of next year would be ideal, because hopefully next June I'll be starting my nursing program, and I really don't want to have to push any of that into that time frame. So basically when I started T, my doctors and my therapist had told me that normally doctors recommend you have a hysterectomy within the first 5 years of being on testosterone, because after 5 years, every year that you're on testosterone and you don't have a hysterectomy, your chances of cervical cancer, uterine cancer, etc. increase. As we have now learned from my situation, it doesn't always make that 5-year mark. My mark apparently was 4 years, and my uterus does not have cancer anymore, so now I have to put this estrogen gel into me to make it happy camper to keep my cancer rates down. So I'm now forced to try and finance a hysterectomy, which I'm hoping will not cost me an arm and a leg, because my insurance is my insurance has me as male, so my hysterectomy will come out of my pocket. I will have no coverage, as well as this estrogen gel. I have a prescription for it, however, I have to pay for it out of pocket because my insurance will not cover it. So this is just becoming a whole lot of craziness and going to cost me a lot of money, and I really don't want to use this gel for the next, 8 years of my life. And it's ridiculous because I feel like it's strange to have to insert the applicator into the area, and then the way that it tells you to position yourself, I feel like I'm impregnating myself with some sperm or something, and it's not a very fun situation. So that's my life at the moment. So yeah, next year it's going to cost me a lot of money, just like this year is starting to cost me a lot of money. But I guess it comes with the territory. I mean, when we embark on this journey, we know that there are certain things that need to be done at certain points in time, and it's just something that we can't ignore. And like I said, with my options being either A, have a hysterectomy, B, use this estrogen gel for the rest of my life, I'm going to opt for the hysterectomy, because having to use this gel is just going to end up costing me too much money and a pain in the butt to use, and I would just rather not have to deal with that aspect anymore. But I will keep updated. After I go for my next pap smear, I'll post another video probably with how that gel is working and what my doctor says and this and that. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna go to bed now. Have a good night. I will try to be better about posting some videos. I have some topics I'd like to talk about in a little bit more depth. But I figure that things that I go through, some other guys might be going through, so that's why I put my personal medical issues out there on YouTube. I don't have a problem sharing my issues and things that I'm going with when they pertain to my transition, because every little bit of information that's out there will help somebody at some point in time. So if you guys have any questions, if you know anybody that has any questions, feel free to shoot me emails on YouTube, find me on Facebook, or anything else like that. I'm always available. If I don't get back to you right away, I will get back to you at some point in time. I am better at answering emails than I am at posting videos. So, have a good week, month, till I see you again. Have a good time. Bye, guys.